Hello everyone and welcome back to the shop. We have another car up on the lift here that we're going to work on today that we actually started the last time we were streaming. Right at the end of the stream when we were working on the mystery machine. I did get started on this car. I think it's the 350Z, which in this game they call the Ribson Z530. We got it started, and I've done the outer body portion of it, but we only just got started on the mechanical components when we were having a lot of problems with the stream last time. So I decided not to finish it right then. Well, it seems like my internet is going to be a pain in the butt for a while, and I'm not going to be able to stream for a few days until I can get a tech out to try to fix some connection problems. So I thought we would just polish this off today. So it's already looking pretty fancy, but we haven't even finished ripping it apart just yet in order to do the rebuild. So we're going to do all of this today. And then I also have another car out front here that we picked up at the junkyard that I want to start making sort of a project car out of. There's the mystery machine we finished last time. Looking all snazzy. And that's this here. So this is the Shelby Cobra, which in this game they call the DC Typhoon. It's you know, it's pretty much trashed. We got it at the junkyard. It's missing like a lot of the engine and a few of the body parts and stuff. Actually, I think it's probably missing most of the body. But this is the other thing we're going to work on. So my idea with this is just to keep this on our second lift. We're going to go watch this thing first, but we'll keep this on our second lift. And then, as we're making trips to the junkyard, we can search for parts for it, or if we're checking out barns and stuff, we'll check for parts, and we'll gradually sort of repair it all over time, without buying any of the parts that we can actually repair by finding them somewhere else. So any of the body components we can find and fix, and then replace on this, and we'll kind of do this over time. And then maybe what I'll do is, like at the start of each stream or the start of each video or whatever, we'll head over to the junkyard and see what kind of parts and stuff we can find for it. And just sort of really gradually make it a sort of a project car and see how close we can get it to all finished without having to buy anything. Now, there are some pieces that we are going to have to buy because they just don't have the ability to be repaired. Things like your bushings, any of the glass components, your sway bar, your sway bar links, your tie rod pieces, brake pads, that kind of stuff. You can't fix any of those. So for those pieces, we'll just we'll buy what we need to, but everything that we can fix, we'll fix up, and we'll make this our long-term project car. I don't know how long it'll take because we'll have to just find the pieces one at a time and see what we can do. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep that on the second lift, and this first lift is the one we'll continue to work on other cars on, see how it all plays out. Now I didn't really have a chance to get pretty much anything ripped apart in here. So we're gonna have to do a complete strip down in this car on the interior. I think I have everything out of the engine compartment, and that's about it. So lots of work to do. Eventually, I want to do a 3-star car as well, but that takes an insane amount of scrap parts. We have a little over 2,000, and I think we probably need somewhere closer to like 20,000, maybe 30,000 parts to do a complete car. So once we get enough components for that, then maybe we'll be in better shape. I'll try and make a point of scrapping the things that I can scrap instead of selling them, so we can gradually build up parts for that. Because it would be pretty cool to get one of those. I mean, I've just sort of been selling everything, but if I'm going to make a car that we could like full out in 3-star, then we'll stick that one in the garage so that we can keep it for later. The only shame is that you can't just go to your garage and like wander around the way you could in CMS 2018 to check stuff out. You've got to like individually choose the cars in their individual garage spots, and then like a door opens and the car rolls out. So it'd be nice to be able to just walk through a garage and see it all, but not really going to be an option, unfortunately, with CMS 2021 unless they change something, which I'm unfortunately not really expecting. So at least we'll still have it. I think in CMS 2018 I developed quite a collection of cars that we'd rebuilt that I didn't really ever do anything with. They just sort of sat there. It's not like we ever took them out driving or anything. But we'll see what kind of a stable we can get anyway, just to say we have it, for no other reason. With any luck, there's actually... This car seems to be fairly complete. I think I got this one in a barn as opposed to in a junkyard, and so they tend to be missing fewer parts. We might get lucky and be able to repair a large portion of this, and then we won't have to buy too much. Which would be good. And of course, we'll use these performance parts for this as well. Once we get it all fixed up, we'll take it up to the track and see just how fast we can get it going. Now, we got the station wagon with the supercharged engine up to like 400 kilometers an hour, so I'd be curious to see how fast we can get an actual sports car going. Oh my god. I keep accidentally clicking and like zooming in the wrong spot. That's better. I'm gonna forget that bushing later, and I'll be like, why can't I put stuff together? Okay, oh, let's get the fuel tank out here while we're at it. No fuel pump in there, but that's alright. Wait, with the mystery machine, we ended up putting slicks on the back of it, which gave us a ton of control when we wanted to drive straight. So, like, getting good speeds and keeping a straight line was really good, but turning was virtually impossible because just wanted to hold that straight line too well, and I couldn't even fish it around a corner or anything. It would just it would fight me. Always wanted to go straight. Big fat tires on the back. So we'll try the regular sport tires maybe on this. I might make some that are maybe a little bit wider on the back so we get a little bit better traction, but I want to be able to try to control the car a little bit more than we could with the mystery machine. Okay. Got the back end all torn apart. Up to the front, we'll get... oh, you know what? Actually, while I'm back here, let's get the gearbox off. Just make sure there's no starter here. Nope. It's amazing how many of the cars that come from the junkyard don't have starters in them. I would think they would, you know, like... at least have, like, broken starters or something, but so many of them just don't have one at all. Yeah, I can take everything off of it. That's I thought I would have had to leave something on the steering knuckle until I got all the brakes and stuff off. But it's an anti-gravity wheel hub. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's a zero friction model. Okay. Can I take this off? Yep. Perfect. I need some of that DW04. Alright, everything but the engine now. I cannot remember if we took the oil out of the car. So I'm gonna just double check to make sure so I don't make a big mess. And we hadn't, so it's a good thing I checked. What did you... Yep. Okay, good thing I checked. Could have made a bit of a mess of the shop floor, but it's good. We got it all out. Alright. What do we got here? Inspection mode. Okay, good. So the only thing we have left is the engine. We'll take that out. Oops. Take that out over here with this engine crane. Perfect. Almost looks like a new car, aside from the fact that, you know, it's got no components inside it. So the body just by itself would be losing 14,652 bucks on, but again, we bought this from a barn, and they tend to be a little bit more expensive, so I guess it's not that surprising. Oh, right, we already fixed the body parts, so don't have to worry about that. Hopefully we can mill some brakes. Yes, perfect. Well, that's working. We'll get all the parts fixed that we, or sorry, all the parts repaired that we can repair, and then see what we have to work with. Okay, we got the brake lathes, milled, whatever you want to call them, turned. I need to get the tires apart. While that's happening, we can pull the shocks apart as well. So a bunch of the components I was able to fix. I did actually end up breaking, I think, one piece. There was a steering knuckle that I broke, unfortunately, so I'll have to replace that. But otherwise, went fairly well, I think. Alright, so what do we have here for the shocks? I still have to rip the engine apart as well. We haven't done that just yet, but I think maybe what we'll do is we'll put the suspension and everything back together. So it's just a front shock absorber. Instead of the double wishbone, so that's fine. Let's get into here. We'll buy those, so I have them taken care of. 2 of each of these. Get them started up anyway. Last wheel. Okay. So I think what I'll do is we'll put the suspension back together here. Yeah, so I fixed one of the knuckles, broke the other one. And then once we have this all reassembled and stuff, and then we'll just be waiting on the gearbox and the engine. We'll rip the engine apart and get it all rebuilt. Ooh, wheel hub bearings I'll need. So we're gonna need 4 of those, I think. I'm here, might as well buy the clutch release bearing because I know I'm gonna need that. Oh, we need brake pads too. This is 4-wheel disc, so we're gonna need we'll need 4 sets of brake pads, I guess. I think we fixed the calipers, so that's a plus. Alright, so... Oh, shock absorber. I need to get that again. Yeah. Grab that. Grab this. Then luck we'll be able to fix the rims. We wanted to buy those. Sway bar, we're gonna have to buy... Nice. Suspension we fixed. We're definitely gonna need bushings. I need small bushings too, actually, so maybe I'll just do a search for bushings. Get like, I don't know, 14 of these, I think. And then, I don't know, 6 of the small ones. I really need to spend some points on that parts placement thing to speed that process up a bit. Good, steering rack we fixed. The sway bar we're not ever able to fix. Nope, already put that on the lists. So we'll buy that. We're also going to need tie rod parts. They're never fixable. Oops. There we go. Oh, and I'll need the front end links too. Darn. That's clear. I'm in zooming problems. Okay, good. That side's done. We'll do the same on the other side, and then we'll head to the back of the vehicle. Sweet. Front's finished. We can't do anything about the drive shaft just yet. Ooh, for performance parts, the catalytic converter for sure will have. Middle muffler for sure. Rear muffler will be fine. Front exhaust pipes, they're for some reason not ever in the performance parts. Which I guess, I mean, it kind of makes sense, I guess, but it's just weird that you can get everything chromed over. Oh, rear muffler's not so much either. Eesh. Okay, so we have middle muffler and catalytic converter, but the rear muffler not, and the front exhaust pipe not, but that's okay. Just weird that you can't get them like chromed out, so they never look right. Just have like a sort of darker, flatter metallic look to them. Okay, perfect. Oh, that did not get repaired. Darn. So we'll need that in the fuel tank. Fuel pump, we should have a performance part for. Yes, we do. Perfect. Grab that. Oh, shoot. I forgot to buy the other piece. Rear suspension and the fuel tank. Rear sway bar we'll need. Ah, keep me zooming. Okay, did we fix the knuckles? We did. Nice. We have 3s fixed. Rear upper suspension. Good, we got both of those fixed. Nice, both the suspension arms. I have the bushings already, so this is good too. This is that bushing I was sure I was going to forget, but... oh, actually, no, that's not it. It's on the back side of it. Around this side over here. This little bushing here. Oh, sway bar. Ooh, those don't get repaired. Okay. Never fix the sway bar links. Oh, I also need to get those the rear shock absorbers too. Nice, both spring caps are fixed. Okay, so we're gonna need the springs, and we'll also need the rear spring caps as well, because those are never, not the spring cap, the what do they call it? Shock absorber cap. There. Rear wheel hub's good. I think I bought 4 of the bearings. Yes, we did. Drive axles are good. Man, we actually were able to repair quite a bit on this car. There's always stuff to buy, but for the most part, we've got an awful lot of the car completed just based on repaired parts. Okay, this side's all done. We'll do the same thing on the other side, and then go start dealing with the engine, I guess. Alright, I think we have both sides done on the rear now. My radio cut out on me, I don't know why. Normally the music just loops, I don't know what the deal is here. Alright, sweet, it's looking good. Alright, so we'll deal with the engine, the gearbox, drive shaft, and wheels, and then interior, and this thing's largely ready to go. You know, within reason anyway. Add this engine here. It looks like the engine is fairly complete, but there's going to be a lot of stuff in here we can't repair, like our ignition coils and some bearings and stuff. I think that'll be alright, though. Having trouble spraying that one. All right. I think we've done like maybe one other of these types of engines. It's very different to look at. All right, I can't get the engine heads up. Oh, they've got to get the exhaust manifolds off here. Engine head can't come off, I think, until we get all the timing covers and everything off the front here. We'll deal with that next, I guess. I still never took the oil filter off. This is such a weird dipstick setup to have it run all the way up the front of the block. Alright, we gotta take the oil pan off next, I guess. Okay, perfect. Holy, that is a big timing cover. Alright, what do we got here? These shoes off. How many? Oh, there's 3 timing chains in here. Wow, there's a crazy amount of hardware on this engine. Wait, is that 3 cam gears per side? Or camshafts, rather, per side? Oh, that's the rocker arm. Oh. Oh, weird. Okay. Super weird. Rocker arm held on by camshaft caps. Okay. Whatever. What am I missing here? Oh, I gotta get this thing off. There we go. Now we can get the oh, what's this? Camshaft cap B. So that's a really weird setup. All right. I think we did one other engine like this one. So many little components in this thing. Oh god, same thing on this side. Okay, I think aside from the pistons and the crankshaft, we have this thing pretty much all torn down. I should probably flip this over to get to the bottom side so we can do the rest of it, though. A little hard to get the rod caps off otherwise. Some of these look like they're toast and others might be fixable. Yeah, that one was 14%. So I'm not gonna be able to fix all of them, but at least it looks like there's at least a couple. I can't remember whether we can fix the crankshaft bearings or not. I have a feeling not. But there's only 2 of those anyway. It's only a little 6-cylinder engine. Okay. Done. Sweet. Okay, so some of that I'd definitely be able to fix. I'm not sure how much, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, I managed to fix a whole bunch of the engine parts. Now, some of them we're going to be replacing with performance parts anyway, so it doesn't really matter all that much. Crankshaft we didn't fix. Okay, so crankshaft I know we're going to need. Pistons we're going to need. I don't think there's a performance crankshaft. So we'll just buy this one. There might even be some things that I would normally be able to get in performance parts, but for this type of engine, I may not be able to. Okay, so pistons. Need 6 of these. Oh, I'll need piston rings also. I was able to fix the crankshaft bearings. I have that at least, and I also fixed a number of the rod caps. But there were, I think, at least 2 that I couldn't fix, so we'll have to see what happens there. I did break also two pieces when I was repairing stuff. There's that as well. So I have, yeah, 4 of them, and then 2 of them I'll have to buy new, but that's all right. All right, crankshaft is in, pistons are in. I thought I would be able to put the oil pan on now, but apparently I can't. I have to get the engine heads on before I can do the oil. That's super weird. All right. All right, so power steering pump. I know we needed a flywheel. So let's go here. Power steering pump we can definitely get. Flywheel, of course. Might as well get the rest of the gearbox parts here too. We'll get the clutch plate, clutch pressure plate. I got the clutch release bearing when I was shopping before. The engine head, I don't know if we're going to have a performance part for these. We'll find out in a moment. Oh, we do. Good. This is going to be expensive by the time I'm done. That was cool. Alright, rocker arm, B, and the camshaft. Let's see what we have here. Wow, don't have performance parts for either of those. That sucks. Alright, we'll need 2 of these, 2 of the rocker arms. There's another set of rocker arms we're going to need also, but I can't remember if they were A's or B's. Oh, fuel filter, exhaust manifold. Intake manifold I don't think is ever a performance part, but we'll double check anyway. Did I get the power steering pump? I did. There we go. Oh, okay. So these 2 are the same. Fuel filter we need. Intake manifold acquired. We get spark plugs too, I guess. Camshaft cap was apparently not repairable. Is it the same on both sides? Nope, it's an A and a B. Interesting. Just to make certain, I'm gonna check and make sure that there's not a performance. Okay, didn't think there'd be a performance part, but seemed like the thing to check anyway. Okay, that's good. Double fuel rails. 6 of the spark plugs. Oh, I think I ended up with 2 of the performance fuel filters. Oh well. Not like I won't use it for another car, I guess. Okay, that's done. Oh, got a fuel rail to put in. So one of these, one of the timing covers I broke. Oh, it would be that one. The repair didn't exactly go to plan. No, let's clear this off too so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, these are all gonna need replacing. Alternator, water pump, intake manifold. Just double check the performance parts first. So the intake manifold, no. Water pump, no. Alternator, yes. Cam gears are never in there. Okay, I'm fairly certain we'll have the throttle in performance. Yep, 2 of those. Oh man, this car's gonna fly. Okay, 3 timing chains on lead. 2 of the timing chain B will be in here. And then there's the larger timing chain as well, but I don't know what that was called. Tag that one in a second, I guess. There it is. Timing chain A. Apparently the shoes aren't fixable. Huh, who knew? It's a little weird sometimes, the things that you can fix in this game versus the things you can't. Like there's some plastic components like the fuse boxes and stuff you can fix. But some of the metal pieces like those, the timing chain shoes, not so much. Okay, I'm fairly certain we fixed the oil pan. We did, that's good. Okay, all these are gonna need to be on the shopping list now. 3 roller A's. Then what? 1 idler roller B. There's no belt tensioner on this thing? That's weird. Oh, there it is. Okay. I think... Oh no, oh man, I'm still not done. haven't done the camshaft caps. I don't know if I can fix those. Nope, those were not fixable. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 per side. So we need 8 of those. Sure, I thought I was done. Probably need some head covers on here too, I guess. Yep. And it was not in good shape. Oh, I forgot we're gonna need ignition coils also. Guess those might be important. We'll get 6 of those. We can get performance parts for those at least. So 6 of these. Love that they're red. They're a really nice looking engine. Just like that, I'm fairly certain it's finished. Mostly. I think. Yeah, looks it. Sweet. Oh, that's a nice looking engine. Alright, let's grab this off of here. We'll get that back into the car. So close to being done. Drop that right inside. I'm gonna move the move this engine crane over to the other lift there. We'll end up using that for our DC Typhoon / Shelby Cobra. I'm fairly certain I fixed the gearbox for this when we were doing repairs, but I'm gonna buy a custom gearbox instead for it, which I should probably put on the list. There it is. I need to get a starter too, because this didn't have one. And they're not fixable anyway. What starter is it? V8. Oh, right, electronics. Sweet. Okay. Most of the mechanical components are done. We have a few things we have to do in the engine compartment. The ABS brake work, the brake servo, which I'm pretty sure I didn't have. No. Oh, we need a battery too. Which I apparently did. Did I put that on the battery charger? That would be a no. All right, so we gotta buy a battery. I think I might have fixed the ABS pump. I did. No ABS module. Okay, so we need that. Batteries, servo, ECU. Do we have the fuse box base? We do. Our steering reservoir, coolant. What about the air filter base? Yep, we got that too. Air filter, field washer reservoir, radiator? Yes. Radiator fan housing, not so much. And that's also gonna have a radiator fan that'll have to go in it. But that's a few things for the shopping list already anyway. I'll have to buy all the fuses and stuff too, I guess. Coming together. So close. Okay, that's all good. Oh, right. Filter. Just you wait, I'm going to buy clips for this thing too. Clip A, I only have 2 of them, so I will have to buy 2. Oops. type of fan did I say that was? Radiator fan, housing fan. I was right. Yeah. Okay. Fans. We need radiator fan, housing fan. This one here. Clips are all on there. I think we're just down to the fuses and the wheels. Perfect. Okay. Fuse cover. Ooh, I don't have. That's it for the mechanicals anyway. I should probably put some fluids in this before I forget. All right, all the fluids are in. That leaves me with, I think, just the wheels we have to deal with. Fairly certain I have everything else in here. All right, what do we have for rubber here? I mean, it's definitely sport tires. I'm not surprised by that. Type here. Let's do sport. There we go. So 245, 45 R18s, and 225. So definitely larger wheels in the back than the front. So we'll need to put that on the list and that on the list. Make these a little bit wider on the back. Try to get a little bit of bonus traction if we can. So we'll buy those. And then on the front, we need 225, 45, 225s for this. Okay. 225, 45, 18s. There we go. Perfect. Have this all done in no time. Sweet. Took no time at all. Okay. 4 tires, and then we're ready to take this. Well, actually, I'll probably want to do the alignment first. We'll put it on the dyno. We might need to adjust gear ratio, so we still got a little bit of work to go in this, but so far so good. It's looking pretty awesome. Oh, and we got to get a bit of ridiculous paint color too, because you can't have cars in this game that you aren't painting in some ridiculous way. Need an option. Whoops, you know what? I didn't even check the size of what I was putting on there. 265. There we go. They need an option to do like some crazy rainbow unicorn paint or something. Like you can individually paint the different parts of the car if you wanted to go through all the effort of doing one at a time, but it'd be nice if there was just like a weird rainbowy pattern. Not because anyone would paint their car their way, but just because it would look properly ridiculous. Okay, I think we're done aside from the interior. Oh, it's gonna need plates too, of course, but let's see how she's looking. Frame is 76%. Why does the frame say 76%? Did I not weld this thing? Sure I had. Maybe the interior is counting somehow against it? Maybe I forgot to weld it. Hopefully it'll warn me if I don't actually need to do it. Maybe it just looked so good already, I just thought it was already done. I hadn't done it yet. Yep, that was the case. Alright. Good thing I checked it. That explains why the price hadn't jumped up in value as quickly as I thought that it might either. We'll need some license plates for this, I guess. Let's do Arizona plates. Why not? They're right there. We just had standard plates on it before. Alright, Arizona plates. We'll get this out front so we can do the interior now. Oops, I gotta... There we go. I think it was spot 2 it was in. Bam! She's done. Aside from like the tuning and stuff. 100% across the board. Perfect. Wow, that's a sharp looking car. It's gonna be a real shame when I paint this thing up to look like a monstrosity. Let's send this off to test path first. We'll get the alignment fixed. Ooh, man, this thing's really out of alignment. There we go. Fix our headlights up. I don't think there's like any real need to do this at all. It does nothing to increase the value of the car. Just seems like, in order to be thorough, we should tackle it all. Plus, it's in the game, so why not? There we go. Okay. Let's see what kind of ridiculous paint job we can give this thing. Now, I'm thinking it should be a chrome color, because we had some fun with some chromes. So we'll do that. Actually, chrome burgundy's not even bad. Chrome light purple looks awesome. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's the color. That's what we're painting it. Ooh, actually, I should see if it has any livery available. Oh, it does have some livery. Oh, man, I should have checked that. Oh, God, that looks awesome. Okay, let's get that. Fastest monster on the road. That is ridiculous looking. That's like something you can see like in a Matchbox car or something. Oh my god, that's so it's a little over the top. Alright, let's send this over to the dyno. See what we can do about some gear ratios. Now I'm incompetent when it comes to gear ratios, so this should go fantastically. I don't know, we'll get 270 or something. 270. Then we'll leave the ratios alone, I guess, and see what happens. I probably shouldn't muck around with the actual individual gear ratios. Just the final ratio maybe is the one we should mess with. That's taken care of. Let's fire up the dyno and see how this thing does. I confess that did not get as much as I thought it would. 486 horsepower. Huh. Thought for some reason it'd be more than that. Let's take it out for a spin though. We'll see how it does. We'll get it out to the speed track. Because we've done a few cars there lately, and that will give us a good basis for comparison, I guess. Oh yeah, look at that abomination shine in the sun. What an ugly paint job. Alright, let's fire it up, see how it does. Dude, that first gear is like, really slow to take. Smooth though, a lot smoother than some of the other cars we had where I tried to adjust the individual shifting points. Didn't know trouble steering, I'm sure. Come on, baby, you can do better than this. I think I might have lowered the final gear ratio too much. ...331 kilometers an hour before we hit the fence. Let's get it back lined up here. We'll try and go in the other way and see what we get her up to. 334. All right. I think I need to adjust the gear ratios. Let's give that one more whirl. All right. Hopefully we'll get slightly better acceleration out of it this time. That's better. A little better acceleration. Hopefully we'll get up to the top speed a little quicker, and then we'll let us cap out at a higher maximum. It has 6 gears, so we have room to shift once more. We'll just get it going quick enough. There we go. Ooh, that last gear's slow. Nope. Ah, didn't beat 334. Looks sharp. Well, there she is in all her glory. Didn't get as fast as I thought it would. I mean, it got beat out handily by our demon station wagon, but still, turned out pretty sharp. Drives really nice too. Let's see what we got final value on this thing. Credits. All right, so we bought it for 32,009. We did put a lot of money into it to rebuild it, but it's showing us a profit of 75,924 because we're going to sell it at 107,933. I really wish it would actually take the cost of the parts we put into account, so we could know for sure what the difference was. But we got a 23,544 credit for putting in performance parts, which kind of like offsets the cost of the parts anyway. Anyway, 107,933. We're going to take the cash on this one. I'm not going to hold on to this particular car. There are certain other ones that we'll certainly add to the stable, like if we ever get like a 3-star one completed. We're going to hold on to the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine, just because I like it. I think it looks cool. When we come back next time, we're going to start tearing apart the DC Typhoon that we have inside. That's the Shelby Cobra, so we can get it prepped. We'll hit up the junkyard so that we can search for parts for it. And then we'll work on one of these other cars. I've got like this Corvette here that we can work on, and I have something else I think in our parking area. The Sakura GT20. Can't remember what that's supposed to be exactly, but still 2 more cars on top of the Shelby Cobra that we can work on, and then we'll have to start grabbing some more vehicles. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming to hang out at the shop again today. I'm as always CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.